Yo, what is good, YouTube? And welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, I want to talk about what is coming tomorrow. As y'all see this video in my team that I don't think people are really talking about right now, but it was a sneak peek in the playbook that definitely got overlooked with all the other season 4 news, but is something that I certainly want to address in today's video, and that is the gauntlet that is coming tomorrow with Pink Diamond Roy Hibbert. Very, very intrigued to see what this gauntlet actually winds up looking like and all that. And we're going to talk about that in today's video. But before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 18,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, and I would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. So we it says right here, Monday 1:15, a new gauntlet begins with Pink Diamond Roy Hibbert as the reward. We have not been informed as of yet what mode this Roy Hibbert will be made available in. Obviously, the first 3 gauntlets of the year were Chris Bosh in Season 1 in Triple Threat Online, and then Season 2 was Joe Johnson in Clutch Time Online, and then Season 3 was Diamond Lamar Odom in Unlimited. So Season 4, I think, will either be in, I guess it theoretically could be salary cap, but that would surprise me. It could also be in co-op. It could also theoretically, I guess, be in offline mode, although I doubt that, but it is, I guess, possible, I will say. And then it could also, I think, reset theoretically back to Triple Threat Online the way that the first Bosch one was, and then that would tell us that Season 5's Gauntlet will be in Clutch Time Online in all likelihood, and Season 6, again, will likely be unlimited. Now, the real question here for me, because honestly, in all those modes, I don't know what mode it's going to be in, and I don't actually care that much at the end of the day. I am far more concerned with how good this Roy Hibbert card is going to be. Now, 2 things that Roy Hibbert 100% will have going for him as a card is that he is 7'2" and he will be able to get every single badge. Roy Hibbert's last card last year came out in Season 4, and it was this Diamond Roy Hibbert that 7'2", 7'6" wingspan, could shoot the ball okay, was admittedly pretty slow, but 7'2", 7'6" wingspan, really good defensive badges. Now, remember, with the way that card progression has gone this year, and this card also coming out at a very similar time as Diamond Roy Hibbert, but instead being a pink diamond center, whereas the best centers in the game were a lot better than this Diamond Roy Hibbert was last year, I would expect this pink diamond Roy Hibbert statistically will be significantly better than this diamond in certain areas. Like, I would expect he will likely have closer to 80 speed. I would say 78 or 79 would be my guess, maybe a little lower than that potentially, but I think 79 speed is a pretty safe guess for what his speed is going to look like. I expect it'll be better than in the 60s for sure. I do expect he'll be as good of a shooter as this, if not even a little better. And then defensively, he's going to be an absolute monster. He's going to have half anchor, half brick wall, half post lock, all that type of stuff. The perimeter stats will also likely be in the 80s. He's probably going to have Hall of Fame enforcer, immovable enforcer. And while his playmaking and shooting badges on the base card, I'm sure won't be very good, he should be a very good standing dunker, and the ability to get every badge will potentially turn him into a really, really interesting center option in my team. Just considering the ability to put everything on him, because if he doesn't have bailout or break starter, you could put those on him. If he shooting badges like catch and shoot, claymore, even limitless range, free points, other stuff like that, defensive badges like clamps and interceptor and things like that that he also may not have, could be really useful. Does Roy Hibbert even have a card? He does, actually. Excuse me. A Season 1 Sapphire, obviously, that does not tell us literally anything about how good Roy Hibbert is going to be, besides the fact that even Sapphire Season 1 Roy Hibbert had a ton of good gold and defensive badges. You can pretty much expect Pink Diamond Roy Hibbert to have every single one of these badges in all likelihood on Hall of Fame, I would assume, as well as a bunch of other good gold defensive badges, bunch of good finishing badges as well. Hopefully has Hoff Rise Up. I really like that badge a lot. I'd really like him to have that. But as a whole, I think this Roy Hibbert card is honestly, realistically, going to be very, very good because he's 7'2". If he has pretty good speed, that size and speed combination is going to create a card who is a real threat at the center position. Although one thing I will say, Brook Lopez base is garbage. I didn't know that. That's unfortunate. So his release is going to be kind of bad. So that changes my perspective for this card to more of a a hesitant one for sure. I'm definitely thinking, honestly, realistically, what you're looking at with this Roy Hibbert card, with that release being changed, but the wingspan, the size, the height, all that type of stuff, this is basically a better Dikembe Mutombo, is what he will probably wind up coming out to, which means he will be a top 5-ish center in the game for sure. The ability to get every badge will be really useful. He will be on the Hakeem-ish level at the center position. Will he be on the D-Rob and Wimby level, who are, in my opinion, the 2 best centers in the game right now? The answer to that is probably not, but who knows? Maybe they'll change his release. That is also possible. I'm wondering when animation changes are going to start happening. I do expect it probably would not be with Pink Diamond Roy Hibbert, though, so that's unlikely, I will be honest. And I don't expect it'll happen Wednesday with the Season Rewind cards that are coming Wednesday either, honestly, realistically. So, probably realistically, if we're expecting animation changes to start happening at some point, that might be next Friday, the Friday after that, who knows? It's going to happen sometime in the near future, I'm sure, but I don't expect that to be the case with Roy Hibbert. I am actually looking forward to this gauntlet, though, because I will likely compete it, and I think Roy Hibbert is going to be an amazing free card that I think... I enjoy the gauntlets, man, when the players are worth grinding anyway. And I actually do believe, despite Roy Hibbert probably not having a very good release, that he will probably be the second most worth grinding gauntlet player this year after that Chris Bosh. Because Chris Bosh was the best power forward and the best center in the game when he was first made available, so that was like an incredible free card to get. I don't think Roy Hibbert's going to be quite that good, but I still think he's going to be a really, really good card. And yes, he will be hard to attain for a large portion of the community. I understand the gauntlet is a challenge for a lot of people. It's duh. It's supposed to be a challenge. I didn't even complete the last 2 gauntlets because I didn't sit down and actually try to complete them for Joe Johnson and Lamar Odom because they never actually appealed to me for my team personally, but I didn't complete it naturally. I mean, I never actually won 15 games in a row in Clutch Time Online or 12 in a row in Unlimited in the last 2 seasons at any point, naturally. I was never really intentionally trying to grind for it, but I didn't naturally do it. They're not easy to get, but if the reward is worth it, that makes the gauntlet system a lot more rewarding. And I think it's kind of a badge of honor to be able to like say, look, I got this gauntlet player. I won 15 in a row. It's like it's an accomplishment. And there aren't that many, honestly, sense of accomplishment things that you can do in this game anymore. Unfortunately, it seems like for a large portion of the time anyway. So the gauntlet can always be like a little bit of a freshener to the game, give people something to do, something exciting to work towards. That's something that I am a big fan of with the whole gauntlet concept. But with that being said, I think that is where I'm going to call the video. So be on the lookout for Roy Hibbert stats. Y'all know I will have a video coming, obviously, tomorrow on a first look at Hibbert. I'll do gameplay with him as soon as I can. I'll be talking about how to get him, giving y'all the best lineups to help you get him, all that type of stuff. You know I got y'all covered with the content. But I hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. And I appreciate y'all. Peace.